When an old cowboy wants you to listen to his story, you can bet it's going to be about his own personal days of glory. My story had adventure, romance, and all that stuff. About the days when I was young and lean, mean, and tough. I wasn't always this old and over the hill. Back in my day, I was known as Bronco Bill. When I was 19, I was already a rodeo king. I'd won many championship buckles and a few championship rings. There's some things in life that just can't be taught, like how I stayed on a wild horse bucking bronc. I gave those rodeo crowds such a thrill, they nicknamed me Bronco Bill. When I was 25, I was in my prime. There weren't many rodeo riders could beat my times. There was many a wild horse put me to the test. I rode them all, except the very best. It gave me a real thrill to hear that rodeo crowd chant, Bronco Bill, Bronco Bill, Bronco Bill. But when I was 30, I met this rodeo queen. She looked like every cowboy's dream. But my championship riding went down a peg when that great stallion, Strawberry Roan, broke my leg. Still, it was a pretty big deal to hear that rodeo announcer say, "Here comes Bronco Bill." But by the time I was 40, I was changing my life. That rodeo queen, she'd become my wife. Our children numbered 3. The rodeo king was no longer me. I guess I was getting to be over the hill, but they still called me Bronco Bill. Then, I guess when I was 50, I has to confess, that rodeo riding just meant less and less. Ball games, working at the ranch took quite a bit of my time. But I have to say, raising that family felt mighty fine. It weren't no real big deal that not many remembered Bronco Bill. Then retirement came when I reached 65, and it was great to be alive. We watched our grandkids grow and grow. My wife's hair turned gray. I loved her so. I guess I was pretty much run of the mill, because hardly anyone remembered Bronco Bill. Then when I turned 75, I cried and I cried. You see, that rodeo queen, she got sick and she died. Out on that ranch, so miserable, all alone. Our 3 children decided to put me in the home. I was old and tired and very, very ill. That weren't no life for Bronco Bill. You know, it don't seem so long ago. I was riding those broncs in the rodeo. Yeah. When I lay me down to sleep, I pray to the Lord Then again I'll meet my wife by the pearly gates on that big hill, and our Lord will say, "Welcome home, Bronco Bill."